We saw in the previous video that when we add the suffix ani to a singular wahid, it becomes dual, musanna. For example, rajulun is wahid, and by adding the suffix ani, it becomes rajulani, meaning two men. This pattern applies to both masculine, muzakkar, and feminine, muannath asma. And we also know asma is the plural of the word ism, which is commonly translated as noun in English. In Arabic, the concept of plural starts from three. The Arabic term for the word plural is jam'un. Arabic plurals are of two types. The first type is formed by adding specific suffixes to their singular forms, just like we saw in the dual formation. This type of plurals are called sound plurals, or in Arabic, jamu salim. The second type of plurals do not follow a specific pattern. These are known as broken plurals, or in Arabic, jamu al-muqassar. Let's start with the sound plurals first, jamu salim. Sound plurals are formed differently for masculine and feminine asma. For masculine asma, the solid plural is made by adding the suffix una to the singular form. For example, Muslimun is singular. To make it plural, remove the tanween and add waw and noon. It becomes muslimuna. Muslimun, muslimuna. Another example is saikun, meaning a male driver. Its plural is saikuna. Now let's look at feminine sound plurals, the jamu salim for muannath asma. To form a solid feminine plural, we remove the ta marbuta from the end of the singular word and add the suffix ātun. For example, Muslimatun is singular. To make it plural, we add ātun and it becomes Muslimātun. Another example, sa'iqatun, meaning a female driver, and plural is sa'iqatun. In the case of broken plurals, the stem of the singular word is actually broken, either by adding or removing letters from the base form. Unlike sound plurals, there is no fixed formula for forming broken plurals. They must be learned individually by heart. Sound plurals are usually used for adjectives, while broken plurals are often used for nouns. But this is not a rule. Let's look at some examples of broken plurals. ālimun, meaning a scholar, becomes ʿUlamā'u in the plural form. Another noun, faqīrun, meaning poor, becomes fuqarā'u. Jahilun is ignorant and the plural form is juhalā'u. Safirun, meaning ambassador, and sufarā'u is the broken plural form. Can you notice a common pattern here? Ulamā'u, fuqarā'u, juhalā'u, sufarā'u, they all share a similar structure. Broken plurals have no fixed formula, but they have fixed patterns. Let's see another pattern for broken plurals. Take baytun, meaning a house, and its plural is buyutun. Qalbun, meaning heart, and the plural is qulubun. Najmun, meaning star, plural nujumun. So we have another pattern of broken plurals, and buyutun, qulubun, nujumun are based on this same pattern. The name of this pattern is fuḥūlun. In this pattern, fuḥūlun, the letter fa, ain, and lam represent any consonant, while the position of the letter waw is fixed for all words that fit in this pattern. Some other broken plurals on the pattern of fuḥūlun are uyūnun, which is used for eyes or springs of water, suyūfun, meaning swords, and tufūlun are children. And if you observe, the position of waw in all words of the pattern fuḥūlun remains consistent, but the other three letters fa, ain, and lam are changing in each word. In the pattern fuḥūlun, fa, ain, and lam represent root letters of any word that fits here. Patterns and root words are very important discussion in Arabic grammar, but this is not our topic here. We will discuss it at the suitable time. That's how plurals are made from singular nouns and adjectives. Pronouns are also forms of the ism, but they have their own ways of making plurals. Let's take a look at the plural forms of personal pronouns, or in Arabic, damair. In the first person, the one speaking, we have ana, means I. Nahnu means we. And nahnu is used for both dual and plural forms. And also ana and nahnu are used for both masculine and feminine forms. In the second person, the one being spoken to, anta is used for masculine singular. Antuma is masculine dual, and antum is masculine plural. In the second person feminine, we have anti, you, antuma, you two, and antunna, you all. Now for the third person, the one being talked about, huwa is he, huma is they two, is they, masculine. And in the third person feminine, here is used for she, huma, they two, and hunna is for they, three or more than three, feminine. In Arabic grammar books, they are written in a different sequence, but the way you can easily memorize the damair is to learn them in this tabular form, like ana, nahnu, nahnu, anta, antuma, antum, anti, antuma, antunna, huwa, huma, hum, hiya, huma, hunna. Let's practice some simple nominal sentences using personal pronouns. But before that, let's quickly revise the 4 rules of Jumla Ismiya. And Jumla Ismiya is the Arabic term for the nominal sentence. Rule 1. The subject should be a definite type of the ism. That means it can be any subtype of the ism ma'rifah. And the predicate should be one of the indefinite types. That is ism nakira. Rule 2. They must also agree in gender, masculine or feminine. And rule 3, both the subject and the predicate should agree in number. If the subject is singular, the predicate must also be singular. If the subject is dual or plural, the predicate should match it. Rule 4, both the subject and the predicate should be in the same grammatical case. And for nominal sentences, that's usually the nominative case. Now, keeping these 4 rules in mind, let's look at our first example. Ana muallimun. I am a teacher, or I am a male teacher. And for the female teacher, ana muallimatun. From our second lesson in this series, we already know that ana and other personal pronouns are definite forms of the ism. On the other hand, muallimun or muallimatun is ism zat, an indefinite type of the ism nakira. So, the subject in both of these sentences are ma'rifah and their predicates are nakira. And both sentences also fulfill the other remaining 3 rules of nominal sentence construction. The subject and predicate are in singular forms, they match in gender, and both are in the nominative case. We will explore grammatical cases in detail in our next lesson. That will be our main topic in our next video. In the second person masculine, anta muallimun. You are a male teacher. In the dual form, antuma muallimani. You two are male teachers. And for plural form, antum muallimuna. And feminine versions of these sentences are anti muallimatun, antuma muallimatani, antunna muallimatun. You can also try these same sentences in the third person. The answers are at the end of this video. An Arabic demonstrative pronoun, ism ishara, also changes based on the gender and number. We have seen duals of demonstrative pronouns in the previous video. Now let's move on to their plural forms. And like English, Arabic demonstratives are also categorized based on distance. Ism ishara lil qareeb, or in the plural form, we will say asma'ul ishara lil qareeb, demonstrative for near things. And the other form is ism ishara lil ba'id, or in the plural form, asma'ul ishara lil ba'id, demonstrative for far things. The word qareeb means near and ba'id means far. Masculine demonstrative pronoun equivalent to this is haza, and the dual form is hazani. And for 3 or more than 3, هؤلاء. In the second surah of Quran, Al-Baqarah, ayah 31, we have the first example of the pronoun هؤلاء. وعلم آدم الأسماء كلها ثم أردهم على الملائكة فقال أنبئوني بأسماء هؤلاء إن كنتم صادقين. أنبئوني بأسماء هؤلاء إن كنتم صادقين. Tell me the names of these. أنبئوني, tell me. بأسماء هؤلاء, names of these. And أسماء الإشارة للقريب for the feminine gender are هذه for singular, هاتان for dual, and هؤلاء for three or more than three. أسماء الإشارة للبعيد for the masculine gender are ذلك is for that, singular, ذانك for dual, and أولئك for plural. Just at the start of Surah Al-Baqarah we have ذلك الكتاب لا ريب فيه هدى للمتقين. أسماء الإشارة للبعيد for the feminine gender are تلك for that, singular, ذانك for those two, and just like the masculine gender, أولئك for the plural form. Relative pronouns we know are used with verbs. الذي is masculine singular relative pronoun, and التي is feminine form of الذي. The dual of الذي is اللذان, and the dual form of التي is اللتان. The plural form of الذي is الذين, and the plural of التي is اللاتي or اللائي. In Surah Al-Baqarah, ayah 3, we have an example of الذين يؤمنون بالغيب ويقيمون الصلاة ومما رزقناهم ينفقون. الذين يؤمنون who believe. الذين يؤمنون بالغيب who believe in the unseen. غيب is unseen. يؤمنون is the verb here. Now the question is where you can find the plural forms of singular Arabic asma. The old methodology is to look for plurals in dictionaries, but luckily we have AI today. But on the other hand, while translating, I still find errors. They are still evolving, and hopefully they can be used for correct translation in the future. In the next lesson, we will discuss grammatical cases, nominative, accusative, and genitive. And after that discussion, we'll be able to make nominal sentences correctly.